RP map has the right to be. It's also very easy to get lost in too. Anyways, players report seeing a creature in these underground tunnels. There are also some, or I guess one, report of players seeing something above ground too, though this seems to be on more rare occasions. To add more fuel to the fire, the creator of the map says that he added something in the underground system. Thing is though, these reports are probably fake, and the creator of the map is probably just trolling us. Back it up with the fact that there's no video proof and statements from people saying they saw nothing, and yeah, this is likely fake. But it wouldn't be an analysis video without some research of my own. So not only did I explore the entire system myself, but I decompiled the PSD file for the map so I can open it in Hammer and extracted all the custom files for the map. I found nothing. The only notable thing I found is that creepy ambient music was playing in the background, which is freaky, but that's probably not what the Iceberg is referring to. Shambles. Shambles is a zombie apocalypse map made by Barto Match-Gatron. Good name. This map has its own sense of mystery. People saying that it's haunted, and like before, I found nothing. Not even the older version of this map had anything. Though there is one thing worth pointing out. Head towards this well near the edge of the map and jump in, you'll find this. I tried to tell everyone that knows the root of all evil, you all didn't believe me. In fact, you all laughed and mocked me. Well, guess who's laughing now, huh? Business. Research around the workshop will find a whole subset of maps with structural abilities. You can either destroy them yourself or use one of the main buttons provided on the map. It's pretty fun destroying these buildings and watch them fall apart, but other than that, there's not much else to say about these maps. R-Flush LOD. According to the Valve software wiki, this command flushes and reloads LODs. Nothing really noticeable happens, though some people did say it did help them fix invisible NPC textures and their FPS. Single player ambience. Have you ever noticed that when you're alone in single player, you get this unnerving feeling that just as if you're not actually alone in some map to play on? Like, you'll hear traffic and sirens in the background, and sometimes even people talking, yet you don't find anyone. Some older maps even use dystopian ambience and have like two in the background too. Usually in normal Half-Life 2 gameplay, you don't notice the ambience as you're always in the middle of action, yet having it on loop in the background of a seemingly normal map is off-putting. Actually, the ambience in most of these maps is always so off-putting, yet you don't really get the same feeling when you play with other people. If you want a better explanation of this, then I recommend watching this video by the librarian, Source Machine. Okay, I'll be honest, I have no idea what this entry is referring to. It could be talking about the Source engine, or it could be talking about the various machines used and found on the workshop. But I could not find anything specifically named Source Machine. If you have any ideas as to what this entry could be referring to, then let me know in the comments. TM2 Freaks. If you remember the early days of Gmod animations, then you'll remember these guys. TM2 Freaks. There is a lot of freaks and monsters to list off, so to keep it short, I'll just list some of the more well-known ones. Famous Cupcake, Vagineer, Seaman, and Christian Real Sniper. Again, there are many more that I can't list here, so if you want to search them all yourself, there's a whole big dedicated to TM2 Freaks. Dead Payloads. If you go on the server list and scroll all the way down, you'll find a bunch of active servers that had little to no internet traffic on them for a while. Yet, for some reason, they are still up and running. These could very well be the case of some kid using their parents' credit card to pay have their server running and then forgetting to shut down said server once people stopped coming. This results in
So
a
much for the fears of
landscape of what used to be a thriving server. Kind of eerie to explore, really. Backdoors
like
in
potatoes.
community servers. There have been many cases of servers being backdoored. This commonly happens when uploaders update their add-ons to have the ability to backdoor servers that have them running. Like I mentioned earlier, there have been several times when backdoors were discovered on add-ons, but the two more infamous cases would have to be the Drugs mod and G-Bombs 5. If you run your own server and want to stay safe, then I recommend carefully looking for the Google file with the add-on you want to add first before extracting the GMA file. Extracting the file means it won't be automatically updated. So if the uploader does update the add-on Google file to have backdoor capabilities, then you'll most likely be fine. C models. This entry is likely referring to the various new model weapons found in the spawn list. Most of them spawn just fine, while others spawn as an effect instead of a model for some reason. You can also spawn in arms. Yeah! Polygon normals shading. Gmod has an anti-piracy measure where if you try to launch an illegal copy of Gmod, the following message will appear. Unable to shade polygon normals, followed by the user's scheme ID. Thing is, though, this isn't an actual error message that you'll encounter in Walking Game. This was for the sole purpose of identifying pirates, and boy did it work. Many pirates have found this message flooding to Facebook for hoping to find some answer for fixing it. What followed next was many fans, as well as a little reminder that pirating is illegal. Garry'sMod.org. Now this I remember very well, and I'm sure many of you watching do too. Before there was the workshop, or even Toy Box, players would have to go onto the Garry'sMod.org site in order to download an add-on they want to use. They would then have to manually drag the file into the add-ons folder in order to play. While I'm glad we have a much easier way to install add-ons now, I still hold very fond memories of this site, even if me and many other people stopped using it once the workshop came out. But you know what's weird and kind of mind-boggling? This site is still up to this day. Like, why is GM Construct mixed in game mode? While you could play game modes like TTT, Cop Hunt, Murder, and Dark RP on Construct, they'll all quickly become bland after like 6 or 7 minutes. Construct was primarily meant for sandbox, so moving on.
I would like none of these.
The reason behind Male 07 popularity. Take a second to look at this face. Who does he remind you of?
I can take it.
John Freeman.
Garry's Mod, December 27, 2004 build. Also known as Gmod 2, this version is way different compared to what we have now. First off, when you load into the main menu, you can't even get into the game, so you'll have to use the console to load into a map. When you load in, the spawn in the earliest version of Construct that we discussed earlier, on the top right, there are instructions on how to use the weapon you are currently using. We have the Fizz gun, which looks like a normal gravity gun, though something just doesn't feel right with this version of the Fizz gun, besides the appearance.
Good day, Lenny.
Maybe
And
it's
now,
because grabbing
prepare
objects
to
is
die.
because of the object that bounce around so much with precise placements. The Fizz gun is not the only weapon that's different compared to the final build. We have the super gravity gun placed in the normal gravity gun. Primary fire attaches a manhand to an object, and its secondary fire shoots out a scanner instead. Seems familiar, huh? The revolver is a tool in this version, where instead of arming a bullet,
You and me
shoots
set
down a
after
camera. You can adjust the field with the right mouse button too. Yep, I have no letter mark. The crossbow is also a tool in this version. Pressing the primary button to hear the primary button close to each other, and the secondary mouse button welds the two objects together. And finally, the RPG, instead of launching out rockets, launches out objects based on what's currently selected in the list. Pressing R will let you switch between objects. So if you ever wanted a rapid-fire baby launcher, then go nuts. And that's it. No small menu, no flat grass, just one map, which is Construct. While yes, it's really rough and there's not a whole lot to do, it was one of the starting steps for what would eventually become the Gmod we all know today. Finally, a great one. This one has become kind of a meme in the Gmod community. This entry refers to a gray ball that has a very, very rare chance of spawning. If it ever does spawn, you'll unlock a secret achievement called Mine, a gray one. That's what would happen if that were true, but it isn't. There's no coding in the bouncy ball rule file that suggests a ball with a gray color variant would spawn, and even if you force it to, you won't get the achievement. G-Man virus. Around 2009 to 2010, there were reports of a virus spreading around on Gmod, allegedly contaminated, known as the G-Man virus. There are different reports of what exactly happens to the virus, but this is the most common one. If your computer gets infected with the virus, then whenever you launch Gmod, your entire screen will be covered with the face of G-Man and you start hearing a long, loud screeching sound. You won't be able to move your mouse as it gets stuck in the top right corner. If you try to forcefully close the game with either Alt F4 or Task Manager, a message will pop up saying, the virus will then open multiple foreign virus sites and will keep opening them until the PC crashes. Thing is, though, I doubt this one is actually real. For one, there's no real proof of this G-Man virus. No pictures, no videos, no anything. At least with the Calm virus being well documented, here we're just supposed to believe a couple of forum posts. Unless I see further proof of the existence of this virus, I'm just gonna call this one a hoax. SB Omen V2 Artifacts. This map was released in 2013 by user Victor K, and in it, you fly up into space and explore different planets. The main goal of this map, however, is to collect 4 different artifacts. Each one is found in the following planets: Mercury, Uranus, Jupiter, and Mars. You're supposed to place each artifact on a slot near this device. Once all 4 artifacts are placed, the device activates and a beam of light is shot up towards the sky. What follows next is this.
God's grant me strength. There you are, gigantic soul catcher. Fireflies better stay away from me.
Congratulations, you have reached the end of the universe. Thanks for playing. Nah, just kidding. You can leave things far away once you reach this room. You're not actually stuck here for forever. QMap abnormalities.
Delicious.
The ENV QMap renders a texture of the surrounding area and creates a reflection that matches the area that you are in. At least that's what it's supposed to do, because according to several reports, players have had issues with QMaps either being blinding white, displaying purple and black mixed textures, or displaying the wrong reflections entirely. Why this is lower down the iceberg, I have no idea. It could be referring to something else entirely, but I didn't find anything. Crow packages. The Crow, as well as pretty much every other bird NPC in this game, has some really strange behaviors when you spawn them in. For example, if you spawn them in Construct, they will all fly to the corner of the building and keep jumping up over and over. They really love this corner for some reason. Spawning them on top of this skyscraper doesn't help either. It's like they're having a hard time trying to decide which things to done. Looking at the AI air nodes, you can see they're fully mapped out, so I guess the bird NPCs are just dumb. Weapon icons are fonts. If you go into the game's files and go into the resources folder, you'll find the font file essentially is referring to. Name, have like kind of a weird design choice that source things up on the wall to display a weapon icon, but if it works, then it works. Black figures in single player. This actually suggests that while in single player, players are going to see dark figures not only on maps like Bane Claw or Downtown B2 or Big City, but on any map. Yeah, I could not find any more multiplayer thing. saw these videos. The only proof I could find is these old videos from many years ago, most of them being recorded on the lowest settings possible and having non-existent FPS. Let's be real, all of these videos are fake. Most of these sightings are either an NPC colored black or someone's friend acting like a ghost.
These two.
Did that stop us from watching it back then? No, in fact I found them quite enjoyable, as did many others. Escape the Box. This is an old entity add-on all the way back when the toy box was still upgraded. The goal of the game is to escape the box. Now the normal multiplayer ways is every time you break a box, more and more spawn. A never-ending struggle. This was actually a lot of fun back then. It's a shame it never got through the workshop though. Murder clues tell a story. I guess it's referring to a theory that each clue location in Murder tells some sort of backstory. Okay, I can't find anything on this one either. Also, it's not really specified which map it is or what story it's trying to tell, so I don't know. This might very well be the case of people reading too much into stuff if they consider randomized clue locations actual lore. If you have any ideas as to what this could be referring to, please let me know in the comments, because I legitimately got nothing for this one. Charcoal sightings. Like the other sighting entries on this iceberg, this one is centered around the supposed encounters with the paranormal. This time with the charcoal player model. I found this post, and that's it. Yeah, I legit couldn't find any more posts or videos on these supposed charcoal sightings. Even if there are more posts, I'm pretty sure it's just a player freaking out over another player that has a charcoal player model. A way to access the toy box. While there is a way you can restore and play most of the old toy box add-ons, there is no way to access the actual toy box site in cloud, as it was shut down years ago. GM Blackgrass was the original GM construct. There's a rumor that the first version of GM construct was later converted into GM Blackgrass. Now, unless Garry decides to release his development history on both maps, we'll never know if this is actually true or not, but it is neat to think about though. Compatibility. Did you know that you can use the Xbox 360 Connect on Garry's mod? It's always so surprising to me because you would think it would be one of the few things that would not work on this game. Yet it does. Anyways, once you have it all connected and have the drivers downloaded, hold down C and right click on the ragdoll you want to control. Click on Control with Motion Sensor and you should be good. In the end of Half-Life 2, spoilers by the way, after you destroy the dark energy reactor, Rick says his last words. But Andy, this is in Half-Life 2. What does this have to do with Gmod? Well, I'm glad you asked, dear viewer. The reason I brought up Half-Life 2 is because that same voice clip is used in this video, also named You Need Me. Side note, what the hell is that tiny Lobby 2 hidden billboard? In 2015, this video was uploaded by Crystal Angel, more likely known as Trey. It features him using a glitch downtown of Lobby 2 in Gmod Tower. When he gets outside, he finds this mysterious billboard in this corner. Press B on it, the game loaded into a new map. What do you encounter next? Regular Gmod Tower scenes. Very obvious ambient music in the background, as well as faces flashing on the screen. When he enters a room inside a screen, he sees a shadow of a dark figure being casted on the wall. He turns the corner and grabs wrenches. Disappointing. Now, there is some speculation if this is real or not. Most people first dismiss this video as a hoax due to players taking out bounds and finding no billboard. However, counter-arguments claim that the billboard was actually there for a short time before it was eventually deleted by the admins. Here's a screenshot of the same billboard from a different angle. The actual answer is complicated. complicated.
Hypnos for me.
See, there was supposed to be an event called The Streamer, an interactive based
Now
short
that was
horror
quick.
movie where players had to make decisions throughout the film by voting. The movie would have also presented various riddles for the player to solve and unlock secrets of the backstory. It would have been pretty neat if it was finished, though